Welcome to the second annual CC Football Podcast Premier League Fantasy Draft. Why are you laughing? we got Clay, other Clay from Tottenham Talk, and our good friend Hemant on the podcast. How's everyone doing today?
Great. Howdy.
Doing good. We're excited to kick it off. The draft is going to start here in 1 minute, 50 seconds, and we don't know the order yet, so we're all anxiously awaiting on the edge of our seats.
Yeah, what's everybody's mindset going into this draft? How does everyone feel?
No, wait, not mine. We did this last year, so we got to win. Shut up. We got to repeat. Who is everyone's prediction for who will finish with the most points this year?
My team.
Huh?
Everyone's going to say themselves.
I'm talking about the players. This happened last year, too. I'm talking about the
I
players.
thought you were talking about like Man City.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about which fantasy team. I'm going to go with, I think Harry Kane's going to have a big year, but I think it's going to be Salah. I got you with that one. I baited you.
I'm not sure who it's going to be, but I don't think it'll be Darwin.
I'm gonna go for Tyrell Malacia.
Yeah, Manchester United's signature signing.
Yeah. I think that's a good one. I'll be honest, I should have spent the last hour actually looking at who's in the Prem this year. Instead, I was really trying to figure out my team name and come up with a pun.
Did you figure one out? I when I looked at it last time, it was like still Team Hemant. So
yeah, well, I finally figured one out, and then there were too many characters in the team name than what the site allowed me, so I had to audible. All that to say, it's going to be a good draft.
Well, wait, what was your team name going to be?
It was going to be Goodwill Hunting Golo Conte.
Oh,
that's good. Craig, you're Craig's Chester United and Clay, what is yours again?
I see Jed people.
Do you know what mine is?
I tried to do Sixth Sense. I see Jed people, but that was too
wait. It's my turn.
Oh, I picked third.
Looks like Clay T has the snake position.
Wait, so am I first overall?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so Craig is on the clock now, and my pick is in 2 turns. Come on.
So I'm second. Yeah, I'm second.
And Clay got last. Okay.
Clay Troyer is in that snake position.
Yeah, got 4th.
I don't like that position. I was there last year too.
So I don't think we updated the listeners. We have the reigning champion is Craig. He stole it out from under my feet at the last minute.
And a newcomer to the league has been drafted.
Wow. Craig goes with Holland first overall.
He was not the first over.
Yes, he was.
I just picked him and you were first.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You were the one who made
by definition.
No one cares about the draft rank.
With the draft rank, he was. I want to say that I'm not going by the draft rank here.
Okay.
I'm going for.
I'm gonna pick players different from last year. I need a change up. So I'm going.
Hemant goes with Salah.
Hey, let me tell you, with the second overall, Hemant picks Salah.
Clay, you won't pick your boy Nunez.
Dude, that would be stupid of me. I know you're just gonna stay away, so I can just get all the good players and Darwin.
He wants that value.
Yeah,
Hey, Clay, did you just say get all the good players and Darwin?
Right, because he's great.
Wait, does it?
Okay.
Why is there a question mark next to my name? Does it show that for you?
No.
Okay.
Like,
for Craig it said CC under manager.
No, yours says HK.
Okay, good.
Okay, I'm debating here because I know if I don't pick one of these players that Clay Troyer is gonna take him.
Well, obviously.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Son. My least favorite player.
All right. Because the winner this year.
All right, so first round, who are our picks? We got Holland, Mo,
Son,
and Kane.
Kane.
Oh, Tottenham wins first round.
Not a big surprise. All right. Let's see. Oh, I get second pick. Let's go.
Yeah, so
I get
Clay,
mine.
loops back to you
Clay Troyer's
and De Bruyne. And I think that was a pretty easy one there.
Yeah, it's hard to not pick him, to be honest.
Yeah. Man,
Mm.
I don't know who to take here because you know what?
Can I just auto draft from now?
You can't.
Yeah, I think all the good players are gone. We should just auto draft. That was a good episode. See you guys.
Dun, 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 shh. Play that intro.
All right, I'm gonna take
Our new intro is actually.
Ronaldo, and he better not leave now.
Oh,
Dude, he scores
Big
goals. He scores goals, and forwards are hard to get.
That is
so
true. That
hey,
is
no
true.
one's defend yourself. No one's making fun of your.
you look so surprised.
I said it's a good pick. I was laughing at Clay Troyer because he said I hope it leaves. Hemant picked Vardy? Nah.
That's about pick.
Yeah,
Come on.
see, that one I'm surprised with. Come on, you got to defend yourself now while I'm making my pick.
Yeah, Vardy's not about to leave, right? No. So
But
I
Leicester
agree with. I need goals. Forwards are hard to come by, and I trust in Vardy. I trust in the reliability of Leicester producing.
You're not worried about him getting older and getting phased out of the squad?
Nah. I mean, maybe I will be.
So now Craig's on the clock, and I can almost
I
tell
had him-
you the fact that he's going to pick one player.
You think you know who I'm going to pick?
Well, actually, last year your strategy was that you were not going to take any Manchester United players just because you were like,
Not any-
I'll be happy either way.
Yeah, I don't want to take too many Manchester United players.
Oh,
That's
wow,
the thing,
really
too.
put it down
All
today.
right,
I-
Craig's running it down. Oh, Foden.
And now he has that snake position.
So he goes back.
Oh, I guess. Thanks for the good shout out. Good shout out. Yeah, so I picked Foden with the 7th overall. I'm actually gonna pick. I actually wasn't gonna pick this guy, but now Clay got in my head, so now I'm gonna pick.
yeah.
Bruno.
It was Bruno. Had to
The
be.
mind games.
Dude, how is Sterling ranked 7th? I don't understand that.
Yeah, no one's taking him, but maybe we should.
Maybe Hamat's going to take him.
I will not.
Whoa, Iman's going for the big upside here.
Saka.
Come on, man. That was a terrible pick again.
Okay, you know who's a good upside play? Who I'm going to draft right here.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my next pick.
Yep.
Oh my god.
That was
Terrible
also
pick.
there.
That's a great pick. I was gonna pick him over Bruno actually, especially
I
because he's a
picked
forward.
Jesus. So now my front line is Ronaldo and Jesus. I kind of like that.
Yeah, that's good, Clay.
I just think betting on Arsenal at this stage of where they're at is
Hey,
such
Focus on your picks. You're running down the clock.
nice shot.
Hey, you got a haircut appointment coming up.
Yeah, you're right. Hmm.
Who will pick
Arsenal need that number 9, and Jesus is going to be that guy.
Yep. That's,
Who's gonna be
that's
the-
a good-
defender?
What?
I said, who's gonna be the first person to pick a defender?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Damn, this is tough. Should I do it?
Go for it.
Oh my
Oh,
God, you're a hypocrite. You're such a hypocrite. Why would you take him after you? Okay, for you guys,
It's all left play.
Clay Troyer, after spending the last 3 weeks roasting Darwin Núñez, has now picked him with his 3rd pick.
oh my gosh. I was gonna take him, but I was like, oh, there's no way that Clay takes him because he hates Darwin.
Well, to be fair, before you made your first pick, I said I still might take him.
Oh, nice. You're back to you. You gave yourself that.
You know what it was? He saw the video where he actually scored one of the chances.
Oh, yeah.
Training.
Probably watched one of the preseason games where he scored 4 goals.
I mean, he could still be well. That's a hot take. I understand that that's a hot take that I have.
Good. I'm glad you understand that.
Oh, Clay Troyer picked Charleston.
Clay Troyer,
My
what is
screen.
Charleston's like injury situation, or why is there
He
a
does-
red?
He because he held the flare in the Chelsea game, they banned him for the first week, which is so
Oh.
dumb if you ask me.
Oh, we have our first defender picked. Clay Wright has picked Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Guys, my screen is frozen.
Easy
And
pick.
Clay
easy-
Troyer excuses. Don't forget that he did finish. What do you mean? What are you doing? Huh? You're in your watch.
Yeah, Trent was an easy pick. I think that he's going to get lots of assists again this year, especially with Darwin up front to give those headers.
And I wanted to ensure that I have 3 solid forwards
So
because
who's your team right now,
I
Clay? Who do you have?
Huh?
Who do you have?
Kane, Darwin, Richarlison, and De Bruyne.
That's a solid team.
That's
so
good.
far.
It's probably that was actually going to be my strategy, was to try and solidify my forward line first, and then for some reason I deviated from that immediately. So now I guess I'll get back on track and pick a forward.
So Craig
went
is
for the
sitting in
big-
Manchester right now. He has Foden, Holland from City, and then Bruno from United. Hemant just picked Mahrez, who is
Yeah.
not a midfielder. You just said that you were gonna take a forward.
Yeah, I don't really stick to my words, I guess. I'm hoping that with Sterling gone, like Mahrez can solidify a new contract, that winger spot. But it's always tough to trust Pep,
Yeah,
or guess who's going to be a regular.
that is true.
All right.
So Craig's on the clock now with the double pick back to back here.
Dude, this is tough because there's so many Tottenham players that I think will do really well this year. But I can't have like 6 Tottenham.
Yeah, Clay, we haven't talked to you. We haven't had you on the show since the transfer window started. So how do you, I mean, you must be over the moon about what Tottenham's doing with their summer.
Oh yeah. I think. Well, so like I said, I don't think Nunez is gonna be like. My issue with him is that everyone's panning him out to be like the guy that's gonna compete with Haaland, and like it's him and Haaland for the Golden Boot race, and I think that's like childish because I don't see a situation in which Haaland doesn't succeed, and I don't think Nunez is like that like proven. So I could, but I also think that Liverpool will miss Mane, and with Nunez not being amazing this year, maybe, and not having Mane, I don't think Liverpool is going to be like as good as maybe last year.
You got to think though,
So-
Liverpool still will, even if Nunez isn't that good, like they still have Luis Diaz and Jota up front. So like they don't really, and Firmino. So
Well,
like,
right now, and I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying that I don't know if Liverpool's going to have like that strong of a year because they've gotten rid of one of their key players.
Yeah, you got to remember, Minamino did leave.
yeah, that's true. And so did Origi also left.
I thought you guys are getting rid of a lot of players. I feel like you haven't like, I don't know. Anyway, my point about that being is that I think Spurs could easily jump to that number 2 spot. I think
Easily,
City
he
will probably
says. He says
but
they'll easily jump.
not easily, but look how well we did last year. Not against number 1, not having any of the 6 players we just signed, and number 2, not even having Conte for a full year. Big deal.
Yeah, that's true.
Plus, Kane didn't score more than 1 goal for 3 months last year at the beginning.
All right, quick update while Clay Troyer goes into picking mode. Who did I pick? I picked Cancelo and Luis Diaz. Hemant picked Van Dijk, and Clay Wright picked up Sterling, who we've talked about a lot.
Yeah, dude, I was trying to either pick up Diaz or Cancelo, so you stole those picks from me, but I guess
I was trying to pick up Cancelo.
yeah, I think he's going to have a great year. I mean, he already had a great year last year. He's so good.
Right. With the
Ooh,
kit change too, right? To the number 7.
I know, yeah. Now he's a number 7
Yeah.
left or right back, whatever you want to call him, but totally normal.
These Southampton jerseys are kind of sick. Look at Ward Prowse's name. Kind of cool.
I don't really like that I picked twice in a row.
All right, well then just don't pick someone good with the second one.
Just forfeit the pick.
Oh, Clay Troyer picks Hwang Hee-chan
Nice, that's a good pick. I support that pick.
and Perisic.
I
Wow.
don't support that.
There's a good chance that could be selling.
What is he listed as? Midfielder?
Defender.
He's listed as a defender?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
very interesting.
Wow.
That's a good pick, though. I take it back.
Thanks, man. I crave your approval.
I know.
All right. I think I'm gonna go.
You got to think about the team too. Like, is their team going to do well? Because if their team doesn't do well, then they're kind of screwed.
For who?
In general.
Words of wisdom from Clay.
That's true.
Like,
I'm gonna lock down both
Okay.
of our fullbacks.
All right, got the
Defenders have
Liverpool
been coming off the board.
We're going a
hopefully they don't have
big run of defenders here.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with like picking, if you pick successful teams, a lot of times that'll append to success in the players.
Yeah.
So this player, I thought
I
the
think
team did pretty well last year. So
pick someone who got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Always classic setup.
okay, surely Everton is gonna do better than last year, right?
It can't get any worse. They're also going down. So
So yeah, hopefully Richarlison is out. DCL can bag.
Minnesota.
What about Minnesota?
Did you see Everton's recent result against Minnesota?
yeah, they got stomped.
Did
Four-
they?
4-0.
Minnesota. I mean, the Loons are in the top class of the MLS.
Oh, it's me. Shoot. Hey, you didn't say anything.
You asked me if I saw the result.
Hey, take a deep breath. Rookie.
Sorry. Didn't
I think this guy's gonna be a.
Oh man, Craig, you're just taking all my guys out from under me.
Reece?
Craig took Reece James.
Yeah, but Clay, you wouldn't have picked Reece James because you can't have Reece and Trent on the same team.
Dude, this is
True.
fantasy. You can just get all right and left backs and
Too much of a culture clash.
who? Reece and Trent.
Yeah, who are you gonna pick for the England squad between those two?
Easy. You can
Yeah.
just pick both of them.
Interesting.
Okay. Then personally, speaking from personal experience, I think this guy. Where is he? Oh, there he is. I think this guy's gonna have himself a heck of a season.
Cucurella. Oh, are you banking on a transfer there?
Cucurella. Oh shoot, I forgot about that. I was. Where is he supposed to transfer to?
I think it's City, right? Yeah.
Well, then either way, he's gonna have a heck of a season. I think he's gonna have on Brighton.
so expensive. Like, he was.
Dude, I was actually wondering. Okay, he's a beast, and I think he'll have a good season. And as you guys said, defenders are going off fast.
They are going out fast. Everyone has a couple defenders right now.
I have 3.
I want a piece. I want a piece of Spurs, so I'm gonna go with Kulu.
Oh, very nice.
That's a good pick. I might have picked him soon, but I can't have 4 first players.
I'm gonna
Very
go.
nice.
I'm gonna go. I think this guy is really talented and he's gonna have a good year. James Madison.
Yep.
We're very creative with our.
I think Leicester's gonna have a terrible year. I think they're gonna finish below 10th.
Okay,
Ooh.
Clay, who do you think is gonna succeed? If you think everyone except for Tottenham is gonna be bad,
I didn't say that.
also all I hear
American
from you is
Liverpool-
you just roast everybody.
A casual Ruben
Huh?
Diaz pick right there.
Yeah.
Nice pick, good pick.
By the way,
Ruben Diaz and Clay Wright picked up.
I think
I got Madison.
James Madison.
Oh yeah, Madison. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Leicester.
So I had a lot of Leicester players last year. did not go well.
Yeah,
Clay-
they had a bad
Clay
year
Troyer-
last year, but like they have a good team.
Yeah, Clay Troyer
Do
is
they?
scarred by his abysmal performance in last year's fantasy Premier League draft.
Because
Last year they were just hampered by so many injuries.
they've already lost a couple of players this year, though, haven't they? Or this summer.
I mean, they lost Rafinha, but that's just more goals for
What?
James Madison.
Rafinha was on leave.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Oh my God. Well, they didn't lose Rafinha. Even better. Ooh,
Oh, man, I was looking.
Felipe.
I was looking. At
He's done into the draft ranks for that one. I like
Gotta
it.
look for the value.
I thought you said you weren't gonna. Yeah,
Coutinho. Clay Troyer has picked up Coutinho. I like
I'm
that.
trying to diversify my team a little bit.
From what?
Tottenham and Liverpool
Oh.
and City.
Yeah, that's why I picked up Cucurella.
I was gonna think about it.
Really?
Who's on my watch list?
Oh, Clay Wright goes for it. We've all been eyeing Jota, but we're not sure how much he's going to play. But Clay
Yeah,
Wright
Clay,
picked
what's
him
the
up.
Jota situation?
He has like a hamstring injury right now. That's gonna hold him out for I think the first couple games of the season. So my forward line is looking incredibly risky with him and Ronaldo up there, but I got Jesus holding down the fort.
You only really need one good forward.
Here's the thing
you
though,
can-
I think that Jota, even if he doesn't start every game, he's proven that he can come on as a sub and make big plays and stuff and score big goals. And also I mean he provides cover for all of the front three basically, if assuming Darwin's like the first choice striker.
A lull has fallen over the draft room.
I know everyone's digging deep now into
What?
the big names are pretty much all gone. So
I guess is this like around the halfway point?
yeah,
Yeah.
out of 15, so we're about halfway through.
How come Tottenham's always listed as Spurs and not as Tottenham when every other team gets their actual name? Like in like the sort of
question.
list. It's like
It's on FIFA too.
I know
Oh.
it's always Spurs.
Maybe it's because it's like too long or something.
Oh, Hemant goes for Laporte with 3
I'll be
seconds
honest,
left on the clock.
I did not realize it was my pick until like 10 seconds there.
What?
I-
You were talking all about the lull in the draft room.
I didn't realize that was because of me.
So is
Hopefully-
Regular not going to play now?
Who?
They'll probably play, like competition.
They'll probably let him
He's
play.
been playing a lot in preseason.
Dude, everyone plays in preseason.
Yeah, even Darwin.
Even Harry Maguire plays in preseason.
Mason Mount. A lot of people are skeptical of Chelsea. What are your guys' thoughts about Chelsea going into this year?
Well, surely they've had a dismal transfer window.
Yeah.
At least they got Koundé.
Yeah, no, they didn't get Koundé. He's going to Barcelona.
I know. No, I'm just kidding.
But Koulibaly's a good pickup, I think.
Nah, I'm not convinced.
You got a resident hater over here. All right,
I'm
Craig's
just-
on the clock with a
I'm
second
okay
pick.
Necessarily.
Ooh,
I think
Saint.
The Saint.
Alan. Same Marseille.
Oh, Clay, it depends on your. That's why it goes blank sometimes. Depending on what you have up here. Like,
Yeah, you're right. I figured that out.
Yeah, the filters. I actually think this team Wolves is actually going to disappoint this year, but I'm going to go with Raul.
Ooh,
Oh.
I had him last year and he was awful.
he has an unknown return date.
Yeah, well, he had that like head injury that he was coming back from last year, and so then he like wore the head bandage. I don't even think he could even head the ball.
Oof. Feel great
Yeah,
about
by the way, for the listeners, I picked up Alan Saint Maximin.
And then Hemant went
I-
with Raul Jimenez, and I took
Jared Bowen.
Jared Bowen.
Oh, he went. Yeah, I've been eyeing him, but I just, man, it's just, oof. I don't know.
What? Oof.
No, it's a good pick, but I couldn't get myself to click it for some reason.
Why?
Just because I'm not sure about West Ham.
Can never go wrong with Wilf.
He's a beast.
Zaha's with
Zaha,
He's
Clay
on the
goes with Wilf.
Wilf, Zaha, good pick, Clay. You got another one. You're welcome.
Man, the defenders are looking kind of thin also.
Mm-hmm.
Man, oh man. Oh, I get to pick next. Okay. All right, running down everyone's team so far. I'll start at the top. Craig has Cancelo, Reece James, and Cucurella as a defender. Foden, Bruno, Diaz, Mount, St. Maximin, and Holland are his other team, rest of his players. Let's see here. Hemant, you pick second, right?
Yeah.
You have Van Dijk, Laporte, Salah, Saka, Mahrez, Kulusevski, Vardy, Calvert-Lewin, and Jimenez. I'm gonna to take
Tyreek
oh,
Lamptey.
man.
Strikers.
I'm gonna take I don't know who to take here.
Who's first?
I think I'm gonna take Chilwell.
Mm.
Over Kulusevski.
It's always tough. It's who do you trust at Chelsea?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, the fullback position there is so important that I think that he has opportunity to be pretty valuable.
Right.
So my team is Trent, Robertson, Chilwell, Son, Sterling, Madison, Bowen, Ronaldo, Jesus, and Jota. And then lastly, Clay Troyer has Perisic, Diaz, Lamptey, De Bruyne, Huang, Coutinho, Zaha, Kane, Darwin, Richarlison. So some interesting selections so far.
Yeah, before we move on, I just want to make sure Hemant knows that it is currently his pick.
I did
Okay.
see that.
Yeah, Clay Troyer's got that good forward line, looking strong. How do we feel about Newcastle this year as a team? I think they got a chance for top 10.
I mean,
I think they're gonna finish.
Yeah, that's why I think Leicester's not going to, like, there's so many other teams coming up that are probably going to have good years. I don't know.
I mean, there's only been two Leicester players drafted so far. It was Vardy and Madison.
Yeah, I don't think Leicester. Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting. Hemant's picked up Alonso, who
Oh my
Ooh.
God.
now that Ben Chilwell is like obviously Clay Troyer
No
doesn't.
ethics there, Hemant.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can't from that, so I'm gonna move on. To my pick now. To shut down that conversation. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up. I have faith in this guy. I picked him last year as a big upside.
Ooh.
He was kind of a medium upside.
Interesting.
This year, it's the second season. What you do in your second season, what matters. So I pick up Ivan Toney. Or Ivan Toney. I don't actually know how you say his first name. Oh,
Ivan, maybe.
yeah, Ivan. I got to go again.
Ivan Toney. Dude, did you guys see that clip? It was a while ago that came out of family. It was like, oh, it was some random reporter that was interviewing Tony, and they asked what he did, and he's like, oh, I'm a professional footballer. And they asked, who do you play for? And he said, no one exciting.
Oh,
Yeah.
tough.
Now he Manchester United. So
Yeah, now he plays for Craigchester United, so he definitely doesn't play for anyone.
Yeah, it'd be the same answer.
Yeah, same answer.
I
Mm.
don't know who to pick. Hey, shut up.
Wow, Gabriel. Man,
Another Arsenal player.
Oh, it's 2. Out.
Yeah. But you have 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
1.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
Craig
have
takes
one.
Gabriel. Man, there's like so many players that I want to draft at the same time, you know?
exactly. But we're coming
That's
down.
actually
There's only a few picks left.
I agree with that.
Yeah, Clay and I are on the other side of that coin. We don't really know who to pick. There's so many players I see, but I don't really feel like
It's a
clicking.
gamble. A lot of them are a gamble.
Yeah, I mean, like at this point, a lot of the players are pretty risky.
Like I want to
Um,
pick Eric.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
So I'm gonna go, with this upside, hope on the theme of bounce back years, and I'm gonna go with Rashford.
Ooh, Eric
Ooh,
Ten
nice,
Hag.
nice.
Like Juan has had a lot of bold picks.
He's gone for the big upside.
Come on,
I
swinging
support
for the
him.
fences this year. I took Allison, the first goalie.
Oh, and here come the goalies.
I don't know if this is like, okay, is this like, in fantasy football, you're not supposed to pick a defender till the last round or a defense till the last round. I don't know if this is the same.
I was thinking that exact thing. It's just here, it looks like, according to their rankings, there's like a top tier of 3 goalies and then a drop off after that.
Yeah, you better hope I don't pick both of them before it comes back to you, or 2 of them before it comes back to you.
Yeah, but also if you look at the actual stats from last year, like Lloris had 158 with the most, Ederson 155, Jose.
No. Allison had a 176.
Oh, maybe because he's already gone.
Yeah, you can't see him. He's gone.
I think drop off wasn't that big with actual points last year. Like it's pretty.
Well, I mean, it's all
smooth
based on
curve.
like your team's defensive quality, right? And like, but you also get points for like number of shots saved. So theoretically, if your team is like a better defensive team, then they allow less shots and stuff.
Mhm. Which is
Oh,
why
Clay Troyer.
Ben
Oh.
Foster.
And Clay Troyer picks Hugo and Connor Cody.
Cody.
I'm gonna
Matty Cash.
go with Matty Cash.
Matty Cash. I was eyeing him up.
Oh, and there
Come
goes
on.
the third goalie, Ederson, which allows
Okay,
Craig
come on.
De Gea.
I
on.
want the assist
Haman's
points.
Haman's buying into this top 3 big drop off nonsense. I'm not buying into it. So thank you.
It was nice, I'll admit, just picking, like I had Allison last year, set and forget. for the
Yeah.
most part.
Last year I had like 2 mediocre goalies, and I would always just play the matchups, and it would always seem like I would start the wrong one.
Yeah. So hopefully avoid some of that.
Oh shoot.
I wonder if this
There's 2 that I want for my last midfielder, and I don't know who.
So big names still on the board here. We got Gundogan, Sancho, Bernardo Silva, Odegaard, Jack Grealish, even Eriksen's still up there.
Yeah, the thing is Erickson gonna play that much?
Curtis Jones.
And probably not, because he's just going to be a backup, right? Because there's no way him and Bruno can start together.
Yeah, it seems like it wouldn't work. And Pogba's gone. Who else you gonna play?
Oh, forgot about this guy because I was looking at total points and not draft rank. I wanted a Chelsea center back, but I wasn't sure if Thiago Silva was getting too old. I forgot they picked up Khalidou. Oh, I got to pick again.
Ooh.
Yeah, in the words of Clay Troyer, I'm not sold. On Khalidou.
Skepticism is your best friend in fantasy.
Oh,
Alright,
Emerson
so,
Royale down there.
Dude, I'm looking at total points per match, and Kepa is number 1 for goalkeepers.
Points per match.
Yeah, points per
Why?
match.
'Cause
Kepa had 4.8 points per match. Probably because he only played like 1 game or something.
And he got 4.8.
Well, actually, no, he played a lot because Mendy was at AFCON, so he must have played a few games at least. All right, Craig's taking his time here with his back-to-back picks, running them both down.
So I guess Clay, right? How's everybody's teams look in terms of the positions they have to pick left? Because
All
I
right,
think
I'll start with Craig. Craig still needs 2 goalies and a forward.
interesting.
You need 1 goalie and 2 defenders. I need 1 goalie, 1 defender, 1 midfielder, and then Clay Troyer needs one goalie, one defender, and one midfielder.
Okay.
So,
Nice balance.
Charlie.
yeah. All right.
I picked up
Craig
Havertz.
takes Havertz. Hemant
I want
takes
some of that Tottenham defense.
Dyer.
I want some of that Tottenham defense.
Hey, you'll
That's
be
a
getting
good pick. Come on, that is a good pick.
yeah, you'll be getting a lot of own goal penalty giveaway points with that one.
How many own goal and penalties did he give away last year? More than Maguire?
I can't count on two hands.
Ooh, Clay stays ready with the
I mean,
clap.
that's an easy one. If you just making fun of if Craig makes fun of anybody, they're just gonna make a Maguire joke.
The center back. Dyer should have been picked over Maguire for the England national team.
That doesn't count.
That's not wrong.
Look at their
That-
this past
that-
season.
that-
Dyer had a way better season.
Trips.
Oh, it's not. Look at it.
Hey, Harry Maguire is one of England's most important players.
That's such a count.
That is not true, Craig.
What? Yo, you guys know that I hate on Maguire more than anyone as United fans. But have you go back and watch watch any tournament? Watch any tournament that England's played in since Southgate's taken over. Do you know how important he was to the Euros, to the World Cup? Are you guys high?
Craig,
What-
his form right now does not just let him deserve to be in the team.
What?
His form on his club, he's so bad.
Yeah, Harry Winks was also in the World Cup 4 years ago.
I didn't say he was in the World Cup. I said he was one of the most important players in the world.
Clay Troyer is up. I took Trippier.
Trips.
Good call.
Former
All right,
Spur.
this is one's for Craig.
I think I know where this is going.
Jaden. Who's it gonna be?
Jay Lings.
Oh,
Jay Lings.
Jesse.
Jay Lings. I was actually looking to pick Jay Lings too.
Jay Lings.
Picked up Lingard.
Jay Lings,
What a
I
pick.
think he's projected breakout player, young player of the year for this year. I think.
So this is gonna be
Yeah.
Clay's
Couldn't agree
second to
more.
last pick. He needs one defender and one goalie. Kyle Walker Peters.
I gotta look for Jaffet. Where's Jaff?
Yeah.
Jaff.
Yeah, remember last season was supposed to be that he took over the world, Clay?
No, it was.
Yeah, that's what you said. We were sitting in the same room doing the draft last year.
Yeah.
You don't remember that?
Hmm.
Well, I'll play the episode back for you.
Oh, for when Nuno was coach?
Yeah,
I mean, that's different.
that was very different.
Back.
You picked up Matip, but
Yeah.
he's not gonna play.
Yeah, I'm doubling down.
Yeah, that's weird because Matip's probably. I don't know.
It's my-
Matip's probably now going to be his Van Dijk's partner. So
Ibrahima's gonna play.
Come on, are you actually trying to pick Job?
Am I trying to what?
Pick Joppet?
You hide.
Maybe not pick, but he's on my radar. Let's just say that.
Yeah, he might be going to AC Milan.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
he's what?
he might be going to AC Milan.
All right, this is
Really?
the last
Why?
round, boys.
Last round here. Craig takes Ramsdale.
Jesus. We're gonna get scored on.
Oh man. I don't know who to take for my last pick.
Don't worry about it. It's my turn.
Oh my gosh.
Someone-
I don't have any City players.
Did someone take De Gea?
Yes,
Yeah, I took him.
Clay did. Righty.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to notice that.
Dang.
Mendy.
My two goalkeepers are Mendy and Ramsdale, and I feel like I'll just play the matchup with that one.
Good call, man.
Thank you.
Clay Wright and I are a team. Don't play the matchups.
Yeah, De Gea's gonna rot on my bench. Sorry, Craig.
Why are you apologizing to me?
I don't know. You like De Gea.
Oh,
Come on, takes
Fabianski.
Fabianski. I think I need to get some City, so I'm gonna take Bernardo.
Wow. Last round.
Last round selection for Bernardo.
The draft is
Some
ended.
value.
Wait, Clay, who did you take?
Jose Sa.
Final
Thank
pick.
you for coming. and it worked well.
Dude, so Sancho went undrafted.
Sancho went undrafted.
Interesting. No one's back in Sancho.
Clay, allow me to share my screen.
Okay. Yeah, how about we go through everyone's teams and everyone can give their thoughts.
Yeah.
All right, share your screen, Craig.
Okay, yeah, we can do this via sharing screen, but first.
Man.
Whoa.
What are you doing?
What did you see the groupie or the Fantasy Premier League?
We saw
Fantasy Premier League.
We saw the chat of the Fantasy Premier League.
Okay, good. That's what I wanted to show you guys. So I just wanted to point out nice conversations we had in the lead up. Boy, howdy, greetings. And then Clay Wright, could you explain to us why I decided into the chat that we were having?
Oh, I don't know. I just wanted to spice up the chat a little bit,
With poop and pee?
I'll be honest.
Dude, everyone likes a good poop and pee joke.
It intimidated me to the point where I didn't know how to respond, and I was too scared to respond back. So
yeah, exactly.
Well, Clay Troyer responded for you.
Okay.
With a nice, calm, good luck lad. I won't lie. When I first saw that, I thought you were talking about Nick Pope, and I thought he was going to be like his draft pick.
What?
Yeah, but then I read it as why is a 23-year-old talking about poop and pee? Okay, how do I?
Okay. So I think everyone probably just has to share their screen in order to.
Oh.
Clay won't be able to.
And click.
There's definitely
All
a
right,
way.
let's start. Oh, there's definitely a way I can see everyone's teams. Okay, let's start with. Let's go in reverse order of who finished last year. Who was that? Oh yeah, it was Clay Troyer. All right, Clay, talk us through your team here. You can see it over here.
Okay. What do you want? Just some.
What do you
okay,
mean?
All right. So
Sorry.
I started with my keeper combination is Hugo and Jose Sa, same as last year.
Very nice.
Hugo's pretty solid. I have a lot of confidence in Tottenham's defense this year as well. So hopefully we'll get those clean sheet points. With Romero and Dyer and Davies last year, we let in not many goals once we started with Conte. And now we've got some more reinforcements at the wing back and then also at left center back. So that'll be good. And then looking at my defense, Perisic, he's gonna be a wing back pretty much exclusively.
That's a good pick.
He'll be getting up a lot, hopefully getting a lot of assists and goals. So a lot of points there coming from a defender. Ruben Diaz, just a safe pick because, he's a strong central defender. Same with Connor Cody. Connor Cody wins a lot of headers. He's always there for the random goal from a corner and stuff. So that's good. And then Walker Peters and Lamptey are just some nice attacking outside back, wing back type players that will hopefully give me some points. Moving on to the midfield.
Hopefully
Try
not.
to mix this up a little bit and have a lot of different players from different teams. Lingard from Nottingham Forest. Last time he made the move away from United, it worked very, very well for him.
That's
So
true.
Very
hopefully he'll be able to get that spell with Nottingham Forest. New team. He'll probably be like the guy for them. So I think him with that opportunity and that responsibility will succeed very well. The issue is just going to be if Nottingham Forest is able to score a lot of goals in general.
Right.
Then I've got Wilfried Zaha. He's always good for goals. Coutinho, kind of the same thing.
Coutinho.
Wang, I really like him in general, and I think he's going to do really well at Wolves this year. Score lots of goals.
Oh, interesting. They moved Twang from forward to midfielder.
Yeah, that's so.
Yeah.
And then plus coming, I think that's a good call. De Bruyne, obvious. And then my strikers, Kane, Darwin, and Richarlison. I mean,
That's a good
I
strike.
can essentially start Kane and Darwin every game, every week, and be fine with it no matter who they're playing. And then that leaves me the opportunity to play Richarlison if, say, I don't want to play one of my midfielders or maybe one of my defenders. Wait, no, I have to keep those three. And I'm not convinced that he'll do really, really well, but he's always a good option, perhaps better than some of my opposing fantasy drafts.
So Clay, what do you
players.
think about how Richarlison is going to fit in to the Tottenham front three? Because you have Son and Kane. locking down 2 spots. So it's basically him and Kulusevski.
Kulu will fight for it the whole time, whole season. I think he'll go off and on who starts. Right now, I think Kulu's got it. Number one, because Richie can't play the first game, but number two, because Kulu's just something else, man.
Well, also like,
He's something.
does Richarlison have like experience playing on the right?
Yeah, he does. He has experience on both sides and up top.
Okay.
And Clay's, I have the same question about Darwin. Where do you think Darwin's gonna line up in the Liverpool front three? Like, do you think he has that on lock, or
He can't spend money and not start him. So
I'm gonna go on a limb and say he was talking to the other Clay.
no? I said both.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with Clay Troyer. He's gonna, even if he's not guaranteed to succeed and he might struggle at first, or it might be some sort of adaptation period, he's gonna be given the opportunities.
Okay.
And I think he's talented enough to take advantage of at least some of them. So, but there is, I mean, if you look at the forwards for Liverpool, especially like the central strikers, like there are lots of options between Darwin and Jota and Firmino.
Bobby, yeah.
Yeah.
Commodities.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Klopp does. I think he'll end up rotating a lot and playing the hot hand. But yeah, I think I was gonna pick Darwin before Clay, but Clay picked him before me. So
All right, moving on to third place last year, which I think was the other Clay.
it was me.
Yeah.
Dude, I was leading the league for like the whole entire year.
You can have the Tottenham trophy if not finishing where you thought you would for half the season.
All right, I'll run you through my team here. What?
hilarious.
Thank you.
All right, my team is, I got in goal Allison and De Gea. So I think that Allison, Golden Glove winner, he's going to start every week. I really just picked De Gea to block him from other people taking him. He's not going to really play unless, Liverpool have a tough matchup and United have an easy matchup. And even then I might still not play him. Just because Allison's so good. He even scored a goal a couple years ago, so he provides that upside. Moving on to my defense, I picked both the Liverpool fullbacks. I mean, one, I'm a Liverpool fan, but also they're proven to, like in the system, just get forward and get loads of assists and stuff. And I actually didn't pick any center backs. I picked all fullbacks just because that's what I was looking for was fullbacks that would have the opportunities to get forward and provide assists. And I mean, we know Trippier is one of the best delivery men in the Prem and in the world. And I think that what?
He's a delivery boy.
He's a delivery man. Yeah, he delivers those balls.
He's a delivery boy.
But
okay. A lot of time, like, when you talk about managers, like instilling their philosophy and making their impact on their squad, I got to say, this is one of the best examples of that. Clay Wright, he really likes his fullbacks to get up and down. And he committed to that. You got to give him props for committing to that philosophy.
Exactly. I went all in on this philosophy. And I think that, I mean, Marcus Alonso, we all know he's not the greatest left back or left wing back. So I think Chilwell's, the spot will be there for the taking. And he's pretty good. And, Hemant mistakenly took him right after Chilwell. So good for me. All right, moving on to my midfield. Craig, can you scroll down a little bit? Thank you. My first pick was Son. I mean, Son is just amazing, even though I don't really like him or enjoy him. I had to pick him. He scores lots of goals, tied with Salah for the Golden Boot. So I had a Golden Boot and a Golden Glove winner on my team. What more could you want? Got Sterling. I don't really know how he's going to fit into or succeed in the Chelsea system. But, we know he's talented and has lots of upside on it. Even if Chelsea had a bad window, they still are a talented side. James Maddison, I think, is a talented player. Even though Clay Troyer doesn't back them to Leicester to succeed, I think that Maddison will be able to get some assists and maybe force his way into a Champions League club next year. But that might not be Leicester. We'll see. Jared Bowen and Bernardo round out my midfield. I need to get some City exposure, so I picked him with my last pick. And Jared Bowen had a really good season. So even if he does like 2/3 of what he did last year, that would be awesome. And then Craig, scroll down one more for me. You see, I don't know how I feel about my forward line, honestly, because I invested in them early. I picked.
Let me guess. Ronaldo, you only picked so other people couldn't pick him, and even if he has a good matchup, you still might not play him.
That's not true. I mean, if Ronaldo plays, he's going to score goals. We all know that, but that's a big if. We don't know what his situation is with United and if he's going to be there for the start of the year and stuff. So if all these players are present and playing, then I think that I have the best forward line in the league, just based on pure goal scoring talent. I mean, Jota came in 4th or 5th in the league, and he was getting rotated in. And so now he's going to get even more playing opportunity this year. And I think Jesus is going to hopefully fill a void for Arsenal. And they really need a striker, and he's going to play pretty much every single game. So yeah, I like my team a lot.
Yeah, actually, I like the team too. The thing with Jota is that the reason that I couldn't get myself to pick him is that I just feel like every week I would look at, okay, who am I going to play? And even if he had been scoring goals as a sub or whatever, I would be like, oh, I don't know if he's going to start. I don't know if Luis Diaz is going to start. And then I would just choose to just play 5 midfielders over play. You know what I mean? I just know that I would.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair, I think. But I do say that even if he doesn't play, he'll get automatically subbed out for Ronaldo or Jesus or whoever I have on the bench. But the thing about that's risky is that if Jota doesn't start, he's almost guaranteed to be subbed in. So you could get the dreaded 80th minute sub, and then they just don't do anything, and then you get 1 point from them. So
true. Give and take. All right, moving on to some say Clay Troyer's favorite team in this draft, Hemant's team. He quoted, yes, I quote, every player he reacted with, "That's a horrible pick."
Every single player. I did not react to it.
Just 90% of them. Yeah, look, coming into this draft, like I said at the top, I didn't really do a ton of prep. I was focused on getting a team name like Star Wars, a Nick Pope, but that exceeded the character limit. So I probably didn't have a lot of prep, but the 2 core ideas I wanted to fulfill were 1, drafting forwards first, and 2, not picking too many players from the same team. I didn't achieve the first, so that was a failure. But the second one, I think hopefully I tried to diversify my players, because last year it was a headache having Mahrez and Sterling, or Salah and Jota and Diaz. So yeah, hopefully Ederson can get me some assist points. Hopefully the midfield and the forward line can get some goals and rebound, especially Rashford, Calvert-Lewin, Jimenez, and Vardy coming back from injury. And I'm hoping that Mahrez can anchor down a spot in the City attack. So yeah, it's a boom or bust type squad, but hopefully I'm looking for some rebound and some improvements from last year to this year. And who knows, hopefully they can get a lot of goals and assists.
Interesting strategy. Yeah. You went with 4 center backs.
Yeah.
Go up to his defense. So he has Van Dijk, or Dyer, and Matip, and then Alonso.
Yeah, he wasn't a big delivery man, so he decided to.
You don't like your delivery man. He's more of a. You like to go carry out more, huh?
Yeah, or sit down. Well, so Van Dijk, I had Van Dijk and Matip last year. They both did very well, exceptionally for me. So feel good about them. And then even if Matip doesn't play a lot, he's kind of like a handcuff for Van Dijk in a way. Then Laporte, I'm very iffy on, because I never know who's going to be starting at center back for City, but I'm hoping he can rebound again. And then I like Dyer, what I think he was a solid kind of anchor on that Spurs side. And last year, Alonso played a lot. He did pretty well. And so if Chilwell still has issues with injuries, I feel like that's another kind of handcuff. So
yeah, another thing I noticed for your defense, sorry to rip the defensive part, but you have 3 players that we don't know if they're going to start every week.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It might be looking at matchups for agency.
But yeah, apparently I was the only one who called out the team.
You were until now.
It'll probably
Finding out what I see.
three men anchoring the back, and two of them at least we know are probably going to start.
All right, Craig, let's hear your team.
All right. For those of you who didn't know, I did win the league last year by some margin. Actually, I don't know what the margin was. I think it was like 9 points. So, huh? All right. Well, moving on. Yeah, I think I'm very happy with my team. I will say last year, I didn't say that I was happy with my team. And actually, I changed my mind. I don't know if I'm as happy with my team. I think I feel similar to what I felt last year. I was feeling very good as I picked it, but then I'm a little bit unsure. And last year, as soon as I picked my team, I went in and made like a bunch of changes literally that same day or something. So, yeah, Lukaku, etc. That one worked out great. So maybe I'll be doing the same thing. But for now, goalkeepers, obviously I let everyone have their picks first. So I ended up with Ramsdale and Mendy, but still two.
That was so nice of you.
Thank you. Still two good goalkeepers on two of the top sides in the league. And at least one of them, I think, is going to do. I think one of those teams is going to have a really good defense. I think Chelsea's actually going to have a good defense with Koulibaly, and Arsenal look interesting. That's
good point. They do look interesting.
The glowing endorsement.
For my defenders, I went for kind of a mix of Clay and Hemant, a mix of the drivers and the delivery men. So I got Cancelo. I think Cancelo is like arguably the best wingback in the league. Obviously, you can talk about Trent, etc. But then you would also talk about Reece James in that same conversation. So I think I have two of the best. And honestly, I think if Cucurella was putting in the performances that he put in with Brighton, if he was putting in those performances with a team like City, he would also be in that conversation last year. And so if he does get to do that this year, he will be in that conversation. And then Gabriel, I wanted some Arsenal representation, and Koulibaly, I think, is a fantastic center beat back. I think he's going to be great for Chelsea. He's going to get goals. And Chelsea's going to get clean sheets. Midfielders, I won't talk about these too much. Foden, Bruno, Diaz, I think explain themselves. Honestly, same with Mount. I think people said he's like Chelsea's best or most consistent player over the last couple of years. And then Saint-Maximin was my one pick that, like, I don't know, boom or bust. It'll depend on how Newcastle do. He's so good. He consistently performs really well for Newcastle if he's fit. But the team has to also be doing well for those to be counting as like goals or assists. And then forward, this is where the money is for me. I think with Haaland, even if I don't start the other two, I think he would be my prediction for the number one for the most point scorer this year. That's why I picked him. And then, yeah, Tony and Havertz, I think I can rotate based on if Havertz, if he's playing, I think he's got a lot of talent. He might get a lot of points. I'm intrigued that they moved him to forward. After moving everyone else to midfield, they've changed Havertz from a midfielder to a forward.
Oh, I mean, he plays basically as number 9 for them.
I know, but
that's not a forward, I guess.
Greg, on that point, it looks like you also have a lot of Chelsea representation in your squad. Do you feel optimistic about Chelsea?
I feel more optimistic than I think most people. Most people are kind of writing them off because of the transfer window. I don't think that's fair. I think they're still going to be a top 4 team. And
we're still dealing with some of the repercussions of all the drama last year. What do you think?
What drama?
Ownership drama. Ownership.
Yeah. Oh, we're talking about the transfer window?
No, I'm just saying in general.
No, I think they're fine. I don't think it's going to affect the football. The transfer window will affect the football, and then they still have a chance to sign some good players in the winter. But yeah, to your point, Hemant, I think with a lot of these players, my thought process when I picked them was they're not necessarily when I picked my City players, I picked a lot of them, 3 or 4 of them, and they're going to be playing every week. So yes, that is a lot. 4 City players would have been a lot. When I pick my Chelsea players, they're kind of my backup players. I don't know necessarily if I'm going to start Mason Mount. I definitely am not going to start Havertz every week. Same thing with Mendy. I actually think I might be starting Rams. It'll just depend on the performances. So I don't think I'll actually end up with more than 2 or 3 Chelsea players in my team ever. Unlike City, which I'll definitely have 3 or 4 players in my team every week, especially if I pick up another one. So I think that was kind of the way I went with it. But yeah. What do you guys think? Let's look at, is there any way, Clay, right? Is there any way for me to look at maybe if I go to transactions. Let's look through some of the players who are available. We'll go through by draft rank. what are some of the big names that like either from what you guys are looking at right now or from what you guys think that kind
Wait,
of pop out at you?
Well,
is
it's
this
sort of
draft rank or is this
that's by points. You did. Oh, there we go. Draft rank. No, it says
Yeah.
points. Refresh it.
Interesting. Let me try again.
I think Sancho.
There we go.
There
Okay.
we go.
Grealish.
I mean, like the
So-
fact that like Bobby, I mean, I think that's probably pretty understandable that he didn't get drafted. But like Antonio, I thought would have definitely gone. Sancho.
2 years ago, Bamford was the darling, but now leads uncertainty.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who else? Gundogan. I mean, he was like City's top scorer 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Um,
So that they strikers, so that's not like
I mean,
not
yeah,
that it's
but
saying that.
I'm still saying that he's valuable to like Pep's system.
Good. Yeah, he's defensive midfield, gets 10 goals a season. Big ones for me are definitely. I think Sancho was big. I thought somebody would pick him up. I thought somebody would kind of adopt what Hemant said about Rashford, like the under 10 hog or whatever. I thought people would. It wasn't going to be me because you guys know my philosophy on United players. But yeah, I thought someone would pick him up. I think Grealish as well is kind of interesting. But then, yeah, why did you guys not pick up Antonio? The reason I didn't pick him up is honestly because
He's not really a goal scorer.
well, what?
I mean, he is, but like in comparison to whoever else we picked, like
No, I would
Sure.
say he's definitely a goal scorer. But the thing is, I think for me, he's getting old. That's the reason I didn't pick him. I don't know if he's still gonna be. I don't know. He kind of slowed down towards the end of last season already.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
don't know
mean,
if he has
for me, it was like
38.
I liked my forwards that I had already more, but he's like on speed dial if for Ronaldo games or if I need another delivery man,
Yeah. And I thought they have a lot of cooks that eat. They have a lot of
Yeah, exactly.
But
You know what,
he is
Come on,
that.
I have a question for you. This has been a favorite of yours over the last few years. Yuri Tielemans. Actually, I guess maybe you have to tell me, but I thought he served you pretty well.
He did. Yes. I just figured that nobody was going to draft him and I could get him on speed dial if I wanted, as Clay Wright would say. And
yeah.
I don't know.
This always happens like after the draft. There's a lot of big names that are out there, but then if you check like even 3 or 4 weeks in, the people that are available get super thin.
you gotta think too. There's still a month of transfers to be made.
Yeah.
Like I think the rumor is Tottenham are going to sign 1 or 2 more players at least, and that's just Tottenham. Like looking at all the other teams that haven't done much this window so far, and probably still, moves to make.
You gotta hope United are gonna sign at least 1 or 2 more players, but you never know with them.
I mean,
Looking
how many United players were drafted? It was Ronaldo, Bruno, and De Gea.
And
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant.
Martial. Oh no, and Rashford.
Rashford.
Yeah, that was it.
1, 2. What? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 United players were drafted.
Yeah.
What about
That's
let's look at
pretty
all our
crazy.
teams? What
Yeah, who has the
we go
most?
to
Spurs?
Tottenham had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 players drafted, but a lot of people higher in the draft rank missed out. Like Mora didn't get picked up. Højbjerg, even though he does get some assists, Bentancur, he's
It's just
supposed
because
to be
defensive
good.
midfielders are like center mids that don't score as much.
Yeah.
It's interesting as well because Bentancur, I don't even know if he's going to play.
It's hard to say because Tottenham have four midfielders for 2 positions now, and it's really hard to say who's going to play.
Yeah.
So I think Basuma would be another great pickup.
No, he wouldn't.
Why?
Not for fantasy.
I mean, he could get assists.
He could. He doesn't.
I mean, he did for Brighton, but I mean, all that he's playing would be like, I don't know.
Maybe. I would
He'd be like Højbjerg.
This is a good showing for Tottenham though, because I will say we probably had the same number drafted last year, but that was because Clay Troyer picked up 7 on his own. That's why we had. But this year it's a lot more spread out. So that is like everyone's feeling good about Tottenham clearly, myself included. But the good ones were already gone by the time I got there because I focused on City at the beginning.
So nice of you to say about Tottenham.
Thank you. Moving on to Liverpool. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. So definitely not definitely not. Actually, that makes sense.
It
9.
seems like it was dominated by Clay Wright and I.
Yeah, I think I have 3 or 4 Liverpool players.
Yeah, interesting. Clay Troyer only has one Liverpool player, his favorite out of all of them, the one who he's written down to perform the best.
I hope you know. I don't like Liverpool, so I wouldn't say any of them are my favorite.
Well, I was joking because you picked
Jota
Darwin.
is my favorite. And I was gonna pick
Wait, who's your favorite Liverpool player?
Jota.
Hey, my man. Do you know who
I
my favorite Tottenham player is?
Harry Kane.
No. I can't understand what any word he says. How am I gonna like him if I can't understand him? Do you know who I like?
Who's your favorite?
Who?
Guess. You know,
Eric
wait,
Dyer.
Tottenham right now has 2 of my two least favorite players in the Prem.
Richarlison and Son.
Yeah.
Good.
We're here. So you're gonna tell us who your favorite player is?
Oh yeah. I like Hugo. I think Hugo's good.
Hugo's very good.
I like his
Yeah.
punches.
Yeah, he didn't make any. All right.
I didn't say he didn't make mistakes, Mr. Ramsdale and Mendy.
Hey, great last season. So was Mendy. You made a 1. All right, Hemant. You don't really have a team.
Check,
So-
but just out of curiosity, let's see. City, right, might be the one with like equal or more players picked.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. City ties Liverpool. Interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
Before we
do
wrap
have to
up,
wrap it up.
I want to hear everyone's predictions.
Top 4.
What?
Ooh, golden boot.
No, we'll do another episode with like previewing the league maybe in a couple weeks.
For our fantasy.
Our fantasy.
I
want you to say who's going to be first and last. That's not you.
Ooh. Last time I feel like Clay sandwiches were in order. Were delivered.
Clay Wright and Clay Troyer both put themselves first and the other one last.
I think that Clay Wright will be first, and I think that probably Craig will be last.
Craig, look at my team.
I think Hemant has a better defense than you.
Hey, no one put me first last year. Not a
And
single.
I think you're gonna get your keepers will get scored on a lot.
Not a single person put me first last year. My keepers last year were De Gea and De Gea and Ramsdale. Not a single person.
Very good.
Not a single person put me first last year, but I proved the haters wrong.
I assume by that comment that means Clay, you don't think I'm coming in second.
I mean,
No,
it's like you said.
you don't have to answer.
You could vote or you could not.
You can plead the
know?
fifth. Okay.
All right, Hemant, who do you have? What's your prediction?
I think I'm gonna go with Clay Troyer first
Oh,
and me last.
you can't have yourself first or last. Those are the rules.
Oh.
So it's between me and Craig. Whose team do you like more?
I might go with the Clay sandwich again.
Oh, what? Man,
Um,
it's because we have contrasting strategies, you know? We'll see
Yeah.
how it goes.
Is the delivery the
You
delivery
like delivery, man. All right. I'm gonna go. Oh man, I think Craig's gonna win, and I don't even think it's because his team is the best. I think that Craig is the most dedicated to like keeping up with it. So I think he's gonna win it on the pickups and matchups and stuff.
huge
And on the opposite
intangible.
end, I think Clay Troyer is gonna get last because he's the worst at managing his squad.
Well, it's a new year, Clay.
All right,
New
we'll
year,
see.
new
We'll
me.
see. I'll believe it when I see it.
I'll echo what Clay Wright said. I have to put you last just because, yeah, you know, this year Spurs might be good too, but last year's your team selection hasn't been ideal, and I don't know if you
Wait,
kept
you
up.
don't think my team selection?
No, your team selection's good, but when it comes down to this season, you haven't kept
Right.
up with it as much as we
I
have.
missed the week deadline a lot.
Yeah, you missed the deadline. So I'm gonna put you last. And I was between Clay Wright and Hemant anyways for first place, and I think I'll go with Hemant because everyone else has been picked first, and he has a boomer
Nice.
bust team, but But to kind of supplement the Boomer Bust team, I was looking at it. He has Van Dijk, Salah. He has Van Dijk.
Wow, you're doing so well. You're doing so well.
I well, as Clay Troyer said, I scrolled down to your forwards and that cut me off. That made me scroll right back up. But no, I think Ederson, Van Dijk, Laporte, Salah, and Mahrez, and like Kulusevski is supposed to be fantastic. And if Rashford has a good year, I think like only one or two of your Boomer Bust players actually have to boom in order for like, because the others are going to carry your team. So I'm going to say Hemant first. All right.
Sounds good. That was a good time. Thank you guys for listening. Or, make sure you guys follow us on Spotify and YouTube and stuff.
We're on the road to 1 million subscribers. We're 75% of the way there.
Yeah, if you guys are the 1 millionth subscriber, we might give you a special gift. So, but yeah, look out. I think our next episode, Craig, should be a season prediction episode.
Yep, it will be.
All right, sounds good.
All right.